whatnot. So there's the guide. You can see. Left click it when it says no guide selected, and it'll open up this window. I've chosen Eversong Woods because I'm a Blood Elf. As you can see, as I change the guides, the little slimline guide window changes. Dave's got a little help window there that tells you what each of the little icons mean. So obviously the question mark is turn in, the swords is complete a quest, and that seems to double as kill mobs as well. But as you can see, the first thing I've got to do is talk to this lady. Obviously, I'm level 1. So accept that quest, or accept any quest that it says in that little slimline window to accept. And as soon as you accept a quest, you'll see me circle the little guide arrow there, and as you can see, it points where you need to go and complete a quest. Fairly straightforward. It's got distance and time, so you know how far you need to run to get to the first quest, and it'll usually point you to a part in the quest where the biggest monster densities are. So I've just fast forwarded to killing 8 of these mana worms to show you the guide arrow snap when you kill the 8th mana worm. So there you go, the little arrow down the bottom there has popped up again to tell us to run back to where we have to turn the quest in. And this arrow is present for every single quest in the game that Dave thinks you should be doing. And as you can see in the little slimline window, it says has a question mark, which means you've got to turn in a quest at the next location. And in just a few seconds' time, we'll reach that quest giver and turn in the quest. And it'll tell us which quest we need to pick up. Sometimes you'll have a bunch of quests later in the game that might just be too much hard work to complete, and Dave will tell you not to take them. He'll just say, take one of this quest giver's quests and leave the other ones alone.
Victory lies ahead.
And they'll, most guides, Dave included, will include stuff like long quest chains. They usually give out the best rewards. Unfortunately, if you're a higher level, then it can be difficult with these guides because you need to, I call it syncing up with them. You might be in Kalimdor and you need to be in the Eastern Kingdoms. Well, unfortunately, you have to run over there. You might not have some flight paths that you need to have, but you know, you can spend maybe, in the worst case scenario, like an hour or 2 hours just trying to get flight paths and stuff together. But you know, at the end of the day, you save a ton of time when you're just following all of Dave's instructions. So I've just laid a couple of paladin skills there, and the arrow is telling me I need to go and turn in a quest. I've sort of cheated a bit here because I've done the Blood Elf sighting area a lot, and I happen to know that the arrow is pointing to somebody on the top floor here. So we're turning this quest here, and as you'll see, when I turn that in, the guide will tell me which quest to accept next. So I'm just completing that one. Now it says accept.
Anaria Shola. Farewell.
So it says accept both of those quests by the look of it.
So
we do that, and the arrow then tells me I need to just go a few yards this way, so I just drop straight off the edge. Talk to this guy.
Our enemies will fall.
Get his quest, and then there just happens to be somebody else just nearby that I can run to a few seconds away, and I've queued up a bunch of quests, all nice and close to each other. And of course, this is even more useful later on in the game, like when you're level 40 and you're out in the middle of nowhere, you don't know where to go, you don't know where all the good quest givers are. You can just go, okay, where do I need to go? Where are the quests that these guys are giving me? And rather than having to go onto the internet and research where they are and then, you know, piss fight around trying to find them, you can just follow the arrow that shows you where to go, and it'll queue them up so that each quest you do is close to the next quest, and so on. And then, you know, you go out, you do them all, and then you come back and you turn them all in at the same time. So that, in essence, is pretty much how all of these guides work. The authors plan out the best questing route for you, so that you don't have to just accept every quest there is, because that's just, it doesn't work very well. So I'm just going back now to turn in a quest by the looks of it, back where we started.
What business have you?
Some other things about Dave's guide while we're watching is he's got an in-game talent viewer. I might actually have to queue up another video after this one showing you that. But if you're after a good leveling build, then you can just open up the talent viewer in game and have a look at what talents Dave suggests you get. Obviously my paladin here is only like level 2 or 3 at the moment.
Yes.
If you watch the arrow, it'll ping off to the next location again. So you just basically do this constantly. You just follow exactly what the guide tells you to do, step to step to step. As you can see, there's the default quest tracker there is sort of getting in the way of the guide, so you can just pull the guide out of the way and put it down the bottom somewhere. I believe there's an automatic setting in your quest log to stop those guides popping over to the other side of your screen, but I usually just put the quest tracker over there and it doesn't give me any hassles. I just move it out of the way when I need to. And that's probably about all I really need to show you. That's how the guide works. It's all automated, you don't have to click next, previous or anything like that.